Hello people, welcome to the channel Free Management Education. Today we will discuss about two theories of motivation. One is Maslow's need hierarchy theory and Herzberg's two-factor theory or motivation hygiene theory. And we will discuss about the comparison of Maslow's and Herzberg theories. Okay. And also there are MCQs added to evaluate your learning. Okay. Moving on. So first is Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Okay, it says that when the basic needs of a person is satisfied, then only he or she can move to the next higher order need. Okay, that is here the assumptions are people needs are from basic to higher order, that is in hierarchical order. Already satisfied needs cannot motivate a person, only the next higher order need will. That is, if you can see here, if the physiological need is satisfied, that is the breathing, food, water, these basic needs are satisfied, then the person can move to the next higher order, that is the safety, security of body, health, employment, etc. That is, if cannot avail food, water, okay, अब आपको फूड वाटर ही नहीं मिल रहा है तो सेफ्टी तो दूर की बात है, ठीक है, ऐसी बात. When the lower order need is reasonably satisfied, only then the person moves to the next higher order need. Okay. So various needs are interdependent and overlapping. That is like uh, esteem and self-actualization are kind of related. Esteem is about the recognition, it's self-confidence, okay. But and self-actualization is about using the potential one has after getting the proper recognition, like that, okay. So in an organization, these needs are satisfied by the physiological need is satisfied by paying adequate remuneration for work done. Obviously, if you get adequate remuneration or money, then only you can satisfy your needs for food, water, okay, etc. Safety needs, job security and financial incentives like provident fund, pension, insurance plans, okay. That is the security of body, of employment, of family, of health. Obviously these are satisfied by the financial incentives and job security. Then comes social needs like creating harmonious work groups, like informal organizations, okay, good rapport between superior and subordinates. Esteem needs, giving recognition of good work by promotion, awards, specialized posting. Self-actualization needs is providing challenging work and opportunity to contribute substantially to achieve organizational objectives. Okay, so there is a basic difference between the self-actualization needs and esteem. Okay, self-actualization needs are concerned with maximum use of one's potential. Okay, if I have the particular potential, then I can exploit it or I can use it well. Then comes the esteem. It is related to self-respect, self-confidence and feeling of worthwhile. Okay, that is esteem is more about recognition of good work. That is, if someone is doing a good work, then he or she deserves self-respect. Then he or she should have self-confidence, a feeling of worthwhile. And self-actualization is concerned with maximum use of one's potential. That is how you can exploit or use your potential to the full extent. That is by providing challenging work and opportunity to contribute substantially to achieve organization objective. So this is our Maslow's need hierarchy. Okay, just go through the picture here, you will understand every bit of it. And remember the sequence. First is physiological, then comes safety, then comes love, belonging or social needs, then comes esteem needs, and then comes self-actualization. Then the Herzberg motivation hygiene theory, or it is also called two-factor theory. So there are two categories of factors emerging from job conditions. One is hygiene factors, next comes motivating factors. This is also called two factors theory. So hygiene factors are mainly the maintenance factors. They are not the intrinsic or essential part of the job. Okay, it is related to the conditions under which job is performed. Okay, there are various factors here are mentioned like company policy and administration, salary, technical supervision, base wage, okay, interpersonal relationship with supervisor, peers, subordinates, working conditions, job security, status, personal life, etc. Okay, these are not motivating factors. Okay, a salary is not a motivating factor, okay? But these only prevent low work performance. Okay, if there is an increase in salary, it will just it will prevent your poor work performance. Okay, it is necessary to maintain at a reasonable level of satisfaction. It is about maintaining your satisfaction level. Okay, if you are dissatisfied with your work, with your job life, then an increase in salary will just help you maintain the reasonable level of satisfaction. It will not increase your level of satisfaction. Any increase beyond level will not provide any satisfaction, and any cut below this level will dissatisfy them. Okay, so these are also called dissatisfiers. Again, motivating factors which are related to a job, and hygiene factors are related to the conditions under which the job is performed. Okay, the motivating factors are achievement, recognition, advancement, work itself, possibility of growth, and responsibility. These are the motivating factors, right? If you get recognition for your work, then that will motivate you only. Okay, increase in these factors will satisfy employees, and decrease will not affect their level of satisfaction. There are many people who are not getting proper recognition, who are not getting responsibility and possible growth, but still this does not affect their level of satisfaction. That is what it says, that decrease will not affect their level of satisfaction. These are also called satisfiers. Okay, also individuals are classified into two groups: motivation seekers and maintenance seekers. Motivation seekers are primarily satisfied by the satisfiers, okay, obviously, and maintenance seekers are more concerned with dissatisfiers. Okay, so just see the picture here. Job dissatisfaction are influenced by the hygiene factors, and improving the motivator factors increases job satisfaction, which I just told, and improving the hygiene factor decreases job satisfaction. Okay, just maintain the job satisfaction. Any increase beyond this level will not provide any satisfaction. Okay, about hygiene factors. Okay, so just go through the picture, you will understand it. Now, comparison of Maslow and Herzberg theories. Maslow, it's need hierarchy theory, and Herzberg, it's maintenance and motivation or motivating theory. Maslow's psychological, security, and social needs, the first three needs, comes under Herzberg maintenance factors, while self-actualization comes under motivating factors. Also, advancement and recognition, that is esteem, also comes under motivating factors. Okay. Also, Maslow emphasizes any unsatisfied need, whether of lower order or higher order, will motivate individuals, and it have an universal application. Like in underdeveloped countries, even lower order needs are not reasonably satisfied because of lack of socio-economic development. Like in an underdeveloped country, if a farmer gets a high salary job, he will take it. This will increase his or her motivation. Okay, that's why it said in underdeveloped countries even lower order needs are not reasonably satisfied because of lack of socio-economic development, but such needs are motivating factors. Such needs, the salary need is the motivating factor for a farmer. Okay, so according to Herzberg, these are hygiene factors and fail to motivate employees. This is the basic difference between Maslow and Herzberg theories. Now we come to the MCQ to evaluate your learning. Okay, so in Herzberg theory, salary comes under, you just pause the video and try to do it by yourself. Okay, so salary comes under motivation, hygiene factors, right? Because I have already told salary will just maintain his level of satisfaction, it will not increase it. So in Maslow's need hierarchy, self-preservation comes under safety needs. Why safety need? Because self-preservation means a security of oneself. Okay, and security of oneself comes under safety needs. Okay, don't confuse it with self-esteem, self-confidence. Self-preservation, understand the meaning, and then you will get to know the question better. Okay, so it will come under safety needs. So leads to the desire that leads to the realization of one's full potential. I have already told this is self-actualization need. Which of the following is not included in Herzberg maintenance factors? It is personal growth is not related to Herzberg's maintenance factor. These are maintenance factors. status, relationship with supervisor, base weights or salary. But personal growth is a motivating factor, right? Which of the following is incorrect? Okay, an increase in hygiene factors will not provide any job satisfaction. Correct. Decrease in motivator factors will not affect the level of satisfaction. This is also correct. Maslow's physiological, social, and safety needs come under Herzberg's hygiene factors. This is also correct. So Maslow's needs are independent of each other. I have already told that they are dependent. Okay, Maslow's needs are kind of dependent on each other. If your basic need is not satisfied, you cannot move to the next higher level. Okay, so this option is correct. Incorrect. Which of the following is incorrect? Okay. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and my email ID is given in the description box, and if you want some specific videos on some specific topics, feel free to comment or reach out to me. Do like, comment and subscribe to this channel if you wish to. Thank you. Stay safe. Take care of your family.